Fit 10 Nation, it is day 68 of the Fit 10 Challenge. And if you haven't booked your scan, book it. You can go to www.calendly.com/train-on-main and book your scan. I know some of you are seeing me early, so I want to remind you, when you come to the scan, no alcohol within 24 hours, no caffeine within 12 hours, no metals on your body, empty stomach. Okay, you can drink some water. Ladies, if it's that time of the month for you, then we need to reschedule, unfortunately, but we do. What else can I say? Use the washroom beforehand. Stand for a good 10 minutes before your scan. And I know I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again. No metals on your clothes. Okay, that means no metal on your pants, no metal on your undergarments, and I will be doing photos. Okay, so, you know, dress appropriately. Ideally, you'll wear the same clothes as you did for your before photos, okay? All right, my phone seems like it's crooked or something. I don't know, maybe it's not. All right, I'm gonna leave it. Listen, somebody asked me again about my morning ritual, and you may or may not know about this. I did talk about it briefly at the beginning of the challenge. I'm going to talk about it again here. Although I will not go into huge detail like I have before on why I use everything I do, but this is what I do every morning upon waking. Every single morning I do this. I've done it for maybe the last 2.5 years I started, and I don't miss a day, okay? So I do... You see that? It's too much of a glare, right? Okay, well, this is pink Himalayan sea salt. I do 2 heaping, what is this? 1/4 teaspoon, right? Yeah, 1/4 teaspoon. I do 2 heaping teaspoons of that, okay? Which works out to be about 1 gram of sodium. I do 1 lime. I squeeze this thing to death and I pull out all the pulp. And I do about 75 to 100 milliliters of apple cider vinegar. Now, what do I do all of these? Okay, well, there's a lot of benefits with this. Some are, well, they've never been proven, but, you know, just kind of believe that they do these things. But others are. And so one of them is digestion. And I had some digestive issues for a very long time, and I started to take this, and it helped tremendously. So that's the primary reason I use this. Okay, but it's also a very good antioxidant source. So I use it for that as well. I mean, why not? It's also been shown to lower your resting glucose. Okay, so your fasted glucose. So it's supposed to help with insulin sensitivity as well. So like good for like type 2 diabetes, right? Now, not that I'm at risk for type 2 diabetes, but it's definitely something that you know, it's definitely in your favor, right? I mean, the lower your, within reason, the lower your fasted glucose, the better, really. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say on this. There's many other benefits to this, proven or not. The lime I use primarily for liver health. Okay, so this is like really, really good for detoxifying the liver. A lemon you can use as well. A lemon and a lime, they're virtually identical. A lemon actually has a little more vitamin C on average than a lime. I just like the limes, are easier to squeeze. And the salt. The salt I primarily use for my adrenal system. So it's good for basically like taming your adrenal system, or keeping your adrenal system more relaxed, so to speak. And it's also good for your hypothalamus pituitary axis. So a gram of this I use. I realize I'm a little bit extreme on these things, but by the way, there's no, I mean, I know you might be worried about salts. You know, like the other reason I use the salt actually in the morning is to hydrate. So I put all this in about 1.5 liters of water, just under a liter. I put it in just under 1.5 liters of water, and I drink it over the space of about 20 to 30 minutes. So you want to hydrate in the morning because you're obviously very dehydrated. And part of hydration is getting electrolytes, right? There's good electrolytes in all 3 of these, by the way. Don't forget salt, because salt is important. Your body regulates salt. If you have too much salt in your body will expel it. If you don't have enough salt, your body will hold it. Okay? So, you know, I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really sure where this whole, like, you know, the sky is falling, don't have sodium, it's really bad for you. I don't know where it came from. I'm assuming it came from like the small percentage of the population that's sensitive to sodium, like the very minute, small percentage of the population. For the majority of us, the 97, 98% of us, like, we need salt. Have at her. Don't worry about it, okay? All right, message of the day. Compare what you want with what you do. Compare what you want with what you do. All right? And now this isn't always the case, but you know, sometimes if you're not getting what you want, then sometimes you have to do more. But it isn't always necessarily more. Sometimes we just need to evaluate things, and maybe you're not even doing things correctly. So, you know, quite often when I sit down with people and I go through what they're doing, what they believe they're doing and what they're actually doing, well, is quite different. So, well, not always quite different. Sometimes it's quite different. But usually there's a discrepancy between the two, okay? So sometimes you just have to reevaluate what you're doing and speak to somebody who has perhaps better knowledge. But the best thing you can do is write it down, right? This is one reason why I have you record your food, is because you're writing it down. So then you know, and when you know, then you know. And when you don't know, right? You don't know. So it's better to know, right? Because then you can make the necessary change. You can see what's going on. You can see where you are on that big roadmap that you've been traveling down, right? The records are so important. All right? But coming back to the message of the day, compare what you want with what you do. Are you getting to where you want to be? No? Okay. We need to reevaluate what's going on. Are you doing everything you're supposed to do? No? Okay. Well, maybe we'll start doing the things you're supposed to do, right? Are you doing all the things you're supposed to do? Yes. Are you getting to where you want to be? No. Okay. Well, let's see if you are, in fact, doing what you're supposed to do, right? So this is really important, you guys. Okay? So compare what you want with that of what you do, okay? All right. Submit commits. Day 68, folks. 2 more videos to go. You know, we got to talk more about what's going to happen after this challenge, right? I know a lot of you are signed up for the next challenge, but all right, positive energy, positive vibes. Give some gratitude because you'll feel happier when you do. And you know, the most important thing here, well, it may not be the most important thing, but you know what I'm saying. It's pretty damn important. Believe in yourself for the love of God. Believe in yourself. You are 100 times more capable of... I guess I'm tired. You are 100 times more capable than you believe you are. Okay? I truly believe this. So believe in yourself, keep trying, and of course, as we talked about yesterday, you can always do more. That's not to say you're not doing well, but you can always do more, right? All right. You want to try this? Try it. You may not like it in the beginning, but you know what? Damn, you get used to it. Trust me on that. It's not that bad. Add some water to it, okay? It's a little bit tart, but whatever. It's good for your health, right? Builds character. All right. Day 66 in the book. No, day 68 in the books. You guys, 2 more days. I'll see you in class tomorrow at 5. See you guys.